You don't have to turn this into something. It doesn't have to upset you.
Simply put, negativity can destroy us. It can completely control our lives, preventing us from becoming our best selves. It can appear at the worst possible time, making a bad day even worse. Or it can pop up at random when we're having a good day, seeming like an unwarranted punishment. This video will not be a guide to escaping negativity, because that is impossible. No matter what we do, there will always be those unfavorable moments within the grand scheme of our development. However, what we can do is learn from it and adapt. Over time, we can develop skills to lessen its burden when it arrives, or prevent it from ruining our day. Within this video, I will cover 3 areas where negativity can arise: online, within our relationships, and from our own mind. I will provide examples for each type, citing how I failed to beat these negative forces in the moment. Then, I will discuss methods to combat these sources of negativity. It won't happen overnight, but we can all learn to deal with negativity. Let's get started. I must say that online negativity was what inspired me to make this video. Recently, I had to deal with this source for the first time, and I take no shame in saying that I failed miserably. Let me explain what happened. So a couple of days ago, I posted a TikTok that got a good amount of traction. It was talking about how I have never kissed a girl before, and that I need to stop comparing myself to others when it comes to experience. There were a lot of people in the comments who were very positive, either sharing their own stories or offering words of advice and support. However, there was also a decent amount of negative comments. I'm not going to go into specifics, but overall they hit at my vulnerability. For a while, it hurt. It really did. I felt embarrassed, and I began doing exactly what I said not to do in the video, comparing myself to others. I unfortunately believed what they were saying, and I have to admit that this run-in with negativity ruined the rest of my day. However, as with any low moment, it passed, and I was left with several lessons that I would like to share with you now. The most important one is this: people online don't know or care about you. I want to be clear though, I'm referring to random people who you might interact with once, not someone online who you would consider a friend. But back to my point. People who might come across you on the internet do not know your story. They don't have your best interest at heart, nor do they care how their words might make you feel. Because of that, they take no regret in typing whatever makes them feel better about themselves. You never know what someone is going through on both ends of the interaction. Someone could be having a really bad day and take advantage of you to project their pain. Remember that the next time someone makes fun of you online. They are not actually making fun of you. They are infusing their self-hatred and anger into a virtual piece of text. Again, negativity is unavoidable, especially online. In order to prevent it from ruining us, we need to always keep in mind that people who spread this negativity are unfortunately giving into their own negative feelings about themselves. We can only feel sorry for them. And trust me, even if you feel like they aren't, they always are, no matter what. Nobody who is having a good day would put someone down on the internet. Always remember that. As I said in the introduction, negativity is both inescapable and can come from anywhere, even from a place you wouldn't expect it. Unfortunately, we might find ourselves hit by negative forces from our relationships, specifically with friends or parents. It's important to understand the 2 ways in which this could happen, directly or indirectly. Allow me to explain. I'm sure you can guess examples for the direct way in which you are faced with this source of negativity. Your parents yell at you for no reason, or your friend talks behind your back. But the indirect way is a little more complex in my opinion. For example, let's say you hear your parents arguing and it distracts you from doing homework. Or you and your friend don't really talk for a while. No one did anything wrong, but nevertheless, that negativity still arises. The worst part about this is that usually we just accept it. We say to ourselves, oh well, this is just something I'm gonna have to deal with. We need to stop this for our own sake. Instead of accepting this as a permanent cycle, we must take action. In order to succeed though, we need to be absolutely sure of what exactly we're trying to solve. So when you are in a situation where you hypothesize this negative source, ask yourself enough questions. Figure out exactly who is the origin and what they are doing to cause you this low feeling. Again, they might not even be doing it intentionally, but your feelings matter, so listen to them. Now, it's time for the hard part, confrontation. You have to approach whoever is putting this negativity on you and share your feelings. It will be hard to share your emotions in that vulnerable way, but it's completely necessary. If you don't want to do that just yet, you could open up to an outside source, someone you trust. You can get their opinion and then see what you want to do next. In summary, never accept negativity in your life if you can take action on it. If you feel like someone in your life is bringing you down for any reason, figure out what you can do to create a solution. What happens when the source of negativity in your life is you? I think this is the hardest one to overcome because you can't physically see the origin of your problem, and that's scary. With online negativity, you view the comments. With people, you see their faces. But what about your thoughts? Who is to blame? Must you place responsibility on yourself? The answer is a hard no. We are not at fault for what our minds randomly conjure up, but we must learn to instill a habit of fighting these thoughts instead of allowing them to dictate how we act in the real world. This is the goal. Make our self-inflicted negativity external. At first, it's all an internal battle, and that's when negativity is at its most powerful. All of these negative thoughts isolate you, trap you inside your bubble. We need to pop that bubble. The most advantageous method is putting whatever thoughts are bringing you down on a piece of paper. I've already discussed the benefits of writing down your thoughts for various cases: goal setting, being more reflective. Fighting negative thoughts can definitely be added to that list. When you transfer your thoughts onto the paper, they are no longer exclusive to your consciousness. You can see them. They are external. Hopefully, this can ease the hold those negative thoughts have on you. If not, like the last section, you could open up to someone. Again, by sharing your feelings, which we all need to practice more of, we make our thoughts external. Once you have decided on your method of choice, there is an additional step to consider: comprehension. Coming to terms with your negative thoughts is an incredibly hard task. Why? Because in order to do so, we need to ask ourselves some tough questions. Unfortunately, that could lead to even more negative thoughts. We might open something that has been locked up for a long time. But you know what? Experiencing that pain will be worth it in order to reach a place of peace after. So I challenge you to make an effort to really think about why these negative thoughts occur. If you can accomplish this, these thoughts will have a much harder time hurting you the next time they pop up. Let's recap everything we discussed. Negativity is something that will always be creeping behind us. The happiest person in the world will experience negative moments. That's just the balance of life. Knowing this, we must take the time necessary to develop habits of combating negativity. Whether that be from all the sources we talked about or others you might come across, the goal is the same: prevent negativity from destroying our day. Sure, it might make a dent here and there, but if you can take a negative experience head on and keep going shortly after, you're in for a great life. I hope you found this video worth your time, and as always, this has been Dark Horse, and I will see you in the next video.